We are entering our YouTube era. Welcome to my channel. My name is Andrea. I've been doing makeup for about 5 years on TikTok mainly, and I've been uploading shorts, but obviously that is not the same thing. Well, get ready with me today to tell you a little bit more about myself and what is my channel going to be about, and let's get right on. So I already prepped my skin and I did all my skincare. So next I'm gonna make a video about that. And for brows, I'm gonna be using this brow gel. I actually got this one from the TikTok shop. This is a really good brow gel if you want to keep your brows in place and it doesn't feel tacky. It doesn't feel like it's going to harden your brow hairs. I actually have come a long way because I used to have really thin brows because I grew up in the late 90s, early 2000s, and yeah, it was not cute. So let me finish this side because I really don't want to make this a 30-minute long video. To fill my brows, I'm going to be using the Brow Blade by Urban Decay. I've been using this for the past year and I really like it. I am 36 years old. I know, shocking. I personally like to do my brows first because if I mess up or if I add too much product and they look too dark, I can always fix them with some concealer, some foundation. It's an easy fix. I am a very shy person. Ask me why I'm doing YouTube, why I'm doing content creation. I don't know, but I've been doing this for about 3 years. I've been doing it mostly on TikTok, but I am very shy, like really shy to the core that I would have a stomach attack, that I would run to the bathroom. And you know, I've been doing content for maybe 5 years, but I've been taking it seriously for the past, I would say, 2 years. I haven't really grown so much. I've been doing it mostly on TikTok, a little bit on IG, but my mainstream had always been TikTok, only because I don't really talk on my videos. It's mostly just straight quick tutorials, but I want to change it. I want to be more talkative and be less shy. I'm actually not shy when it comes to camera, but I'm really shy in person. If I forget any products that I'm using here, I'm definitely going to list them on the description so you guys can see what I'm using on this tutorial. What I'm hoping to achieve here on YouTube is basically more of my personality to be put out there and focusing really on makeup, because my TikTok is mainly about family and makeup and whatnot. It's not so much one niche. It's pretty much all over, and maybe there's a reason why my TikTok doesn't take off. And I know the foundation looks way too dark, but trust the process because we are going to make it work. This is my summer foundation, and I'm sorry if I'm cutting a lot of the video, but this is my very first video that I am really talking and not quite concentrating as much. And the brush is by the Sephora collection, is their Pro Foundation 40. And if you can see the name, I'm a very small content creator, like really small. And when I tell you that you don't need a lot of followers to get products, you don't, because the majority of my makeup here was sent to me, including this brush here. I know I look like an Oompa Loompa, but we are going to make this work. This is a foundation by Urban Decay. It is their Face Bond. It's number 24, which clearly it is not my shade, but it's my summer shade, even though we're still in summer, but whatever. I didn't go out as much as I did the previous year, but then also I'm not exposed to the Florida sun because I used to get really dark when I used to be living in Florida. And the technique that I like to use the most is underpainting. I feel like that is the best way to wear makeup because the less makeup, the better, and it looks flawless. It looks like you're wearing a filter. And this right here was also sent to me. This is by Paul Mitchell Curve Case blush palette. This is the colors in the back, this is in the front. I really like it. I actually only swatched them. I actually never use them, but I feel like wearing something, you know, spicy. I think of doing maybe pink. Now I'm kind of regretting it. Ooh, that's pigmented. So when I tell you to post the content, even if you are not looking to make this into a career like myself. I just want to get my makeup covered. If you know, you know. It's not the best shade for my skin tone, but we are dealing with it. And you always want to apply before you do your concealer, because your concealer is going to tone it down if you are not big onto really bright blushes. I just realized that I was going to be doing a video about this Brand Beauty Quad eyeshadow. So look at that, it's so beautiful. And I'm wearing pink foundation blush, so you're gonna get that a lot of me because I am not 100% comfortable, so I'm probably gonna be twisting my words, but that's okay, we are learning. Next, I'm gonna go in with this Urban Decay the Quickie concealer. What I like to do, I put it on the back of my hand. If you have mature skin, this is the best option to put your concealer because it's not going to crease your under eye. Like, I don't know if you can see, but I have fine lines here because I am pushing 40. Don't tell anybody. Because of that, I don't like to apply the concealer directly under my eyes. And the best way to learn how to do makeup is watching YouTube videos. That's how I learn. Everything that I learned here is by watching YouTube when it became a big thing back in the day. And I always wanted to do it, but I never had the courage because I also dealt with bullying in school. So I didn't want it to do it, and then people would, you know, bully me because, oh, she thinks she's famous, she's the one that is. So now that I live far away from home and nobody knows me, and if anybody sees me from back home, I really don't care because I don't have no friends, and I'm okay with that. The main reason why I started doing content creation was because I was in a really dark place in my life after having my son. I was facing postpartum depression, and it had nothing to do with having a baby. It just had to do with how traumatic my birth was. This makeup is looking better, but I'm gonna be using this bronzer by Makeup by Mario. This I actually paid with my own money, and this is in the shade, oh, let me not spill it, in the shade medium. And I like that it has a pump and it has this little applicator. I really need to trim my sideburns. Oh my gosh, that was the bronzer. And I don't have a vanity to actually look at myself really well, so we are winging it on the phone. For the fun part, we're gonna do a really simple eyeshadow tutorial using this quad by REM Beauty. Look at those shades, they are stunning. To prime my eyelid, I'm gonna be using a little bit of this concealer, and with this I normally like to go a little dot right there, and that's it. I'm gonna be using my C12 by Rose and Beauty brush. These brushes are amazing. I promise you it looks way better in person than how it looks in camera. I don't know why it looks like this, but then again, I'm filming on an iPhone. If you look at my TikTok, I'm really good at eyeshadow. So next is powders to set my makeup, and then I'm gonna use the Too Faced bronzer in the shade Chocolate. I'm just gonna go here a little bit on the high points of my face. To tone down a little bit of the foundation that I have on, I'm gonna go in with the One Size setting powder in Sweet Honey. A little bit here on this fluffy brush by Anissa Beauty. I love the brushes. They're so good and they clean very well, and they last a long time actually. Move the excess from on the palm of my hand, and I'm just gonna go on my cheeks right here, and I'm gonna go in with my Dirty Puff, Don't Judge Me. Same thing, remove the excess, and then I'm gonna go under my eye. This is why I love this product. It's so good, and I usually just use that on my T-zone where I normally get the most oily. Then for blush, I'm going to be using the REM Beauty Rose on Mars. I love this shade. It's very subtle. You can definitely build it up. And I'm just going to dab a little bit right on my cheeks, not so much. So before I apply mascara, I'm going to be setting my face with this 2 setting spray. This is by Urban Decay and this is by Laka. This is a really good setting spray. It's not going to let your makeup go anywhere. And because this is a glowy finish, I also need a matte finish. So I'm gonna go in with this one and then this one to seal everything. Got this one for a good deal. This is so good that I actually have 3 more, because when it's something good, you always need to stock up because you never know. Because when something goes viral, it goes viral and it goes out of stock. Sometimes even months. While the setting spray dries down, I'm gonna be doing my lip combo, and I'm gonna be using my go-to lip liner by MAC. This is in the shade Spice. This is just stunning. I love this lip liner shade, and you can literally use it with just about any color lipstick. I like to go a little bit over my Cupid's bow, so to give an illusion of perfect lips. Let's look at the difference already. It looks more lifted. I love it. For my bottom lip, I like to overline just the center of it so that my lips look a little bit more plump. And so like this. And I don't have really small lips. I actually have a little bit of shape, but some lip liners really make my lips look smaller because of the shade. Now we're gonna go in with the Laka setting spray. We're gonna give it a quick shake and then apply it like so. It smells so good. I love it. For mascara, I'm gonna be using the Grande Cosmetics tubing mascara and their conditioner. If you have long straight lashes like mine, I highly recommend the Grande Cosmetics tubing mascara. Also, Bare Minerals has a really good mascara, which is not a tubing mascara. It's a regular mascara, but it's really good. Is the Lashtopia. That's a really good mascara too for long straight lashes. I'm a mascara girly, so if you want to see a video of all the mascaras that I have tried and the ones that I highly recommend for long straight lashes, I'm your gal for that. From Beauty sent me this lip gloss in the shade called Cherry. Wow, they really pair really well with this lipstick. Ooh, so pretty. So I'm gonna finish applying the mascara and do my hair, and I'll come back. Thank you so much for watching, and if you want to see more of skincare, makeup recommendations, leave your comments down below. I will be happy more than and to make more videos about that. And for reference, I have oily skin. I am 36 years old. I don't have wrinkles, but I do have a little bit of texture under my eyes, so I know how to work with that. I have 5 years of experience in the makeup game, so this is not new to me.